Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to do an unboxing and product review on my new Kingsyard hummingbird feeder. And I'm also going to show you how to make free hummingbird nectar using sugar and water, so you'll never run out of it or have to buy it ever again. The hummingbird feeder I'm reviewing today is called Touch of Nature by Kingsyard. And just like all their other products, they offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. This particular hummingbird feeder comes in 4 different colors: red, pink, blue, and aqua. And as you are about to see, they sent me the pink one. And just like all of Kingsyard bird feeders, they always package everything so well with a nice sturdy box and foam padding so nothing ever gets damaged. Inside the box is an information card containing contact information, social media links, and a free membership to the Nature Lover Perks program. Inside the box there is also an ant guard and a couple of screws to attach it to the feeder. And of course, the beautiful hummingbird feeder. I've never had one this fancy before, so I'm really excited to try it out. One of my favorite things about Kingsyard products is all of their bird feeder accessories and hardware, they're always wrapped individually in little Ziploc bags. And as you can see, they almost come already fully assembled. Honestly, these are the easiest bird feeders I've ever had to put together. I didn't see any instructions on what to do with these little screws or if they were supposed to be used for the ant guard, but after looking at the picture on the box, it was very obvious and super simple. So this is the only little part of the bird feeder that I have to put together, and this is super simple. However, instead of trying to hold it in the air and screw this in, it works much better if you set it down, put some pressure on it, and then twist. There's already a pre-drilled hole, but the hole doesn't have grooves for the screw to fit into. So basically, while I'm screwing this, I'm making my own teeth and grooves, if that makes sense. I'm a girl, I don't know all the hardware terms. Having it on the table like this keeps it more stable, so I'm able to twist and screw this in. And this is like a little ant guard. I don't know if you have hummingbird feeders at home. I have a lot of them, and ants always find their way into these little holes, and I was told that if hummingbirds see ants, they won't come to the feeders. I don't know if that's true or not. So this little ant guard, you fill it with water and that'll protect the ants from getting inside. Perfect, isn't it cute? And because the screw went into a nice plastic housing, it'll definitely keep the water tight so it won't drip out of this little ant guard. And that's a nice size. I expect that the water won't evaporate out of this for a couple weeks. Unlike my cheap hummingbird feeders that have this teeny little tray there to fill up with water, but honestly that's never kept the ants out because the water always evaporates. And this cheap little hummingbird feeder is even worse. See, by the time you put a little bit of water in there, it evaporates in just a couple days. So I'm never able to keep the ants out of these. So here's my opinion on this product so far. It's really heavy and sturdy. Kingsyard always makes good quality bird feeders. And I normally use the little cheap bird feeders you find at the big box stores, but I'll tell you one thing what I really like about this. This glass jar holds 2 cups of nectar, whereas my cheap little hummingbird feeders, those only hold 1 cup. So I find myself constantly taking them down and filling them up again. So this is gonna stay out in my garden a little bit longer, which I really like. And here's another thing, my cheap little hummingbird feeders, the plastic after a year, it starts to crack and it breaks off. But this isn't gonna happen with these. This is solid metal material, it's made well, so I know that this is gonna last a lot longer. See how the plastic is starting to turn a light red? It's fading and it's drying out, and I always get these little chips and cracks. Look at this one. This one's even worse. And when it's time to clean these, oh my goodness, they are such a pain. I literally have to take off each flower and somehow get this piece out because this always gets moldy and dirty. So once I get all these tiny little things out, then here's another step which makes these so complicated. I have to somehow open this little thing up and then get a old toothbrush or something and scrub it out because these things get so nasty and moldy. So while they are inexpensive and simple, cleaning these things is not fun. Also, my other little cheap hummingbird feeders, they only have 4 ports, whereas this one has 6. And that just goes off and on super, super easy. But what about when it's time to clean this? Let me see if that's going to be easy or hard, because you know me, I don't like complicated things. I love simplicity. Oh, okay, that answers my question. Dude, that was super, super easy. Are you serious? This is so easy to clean, way better than my little cheapos. It just snaps right on. Okay, I love it so far. Now it's time to fill this up with hummingbird nectar, hang it up, and watch the hummingbirds play. Making your own hummingbird nectar is super, super easy, and it's better for the hummingbirds as well because it doesn't have any red dye in it. Basically, what it is 4 parts water to 1 part sugar. That's it. Because I know this is going to hold 2 cups of nectar, I already have my 2 cups of water right here. Here's 1. Here's 2. Now I'm going to put a 1/2 cup of sugar. So that's about a 1/2 cup of sugar. In you go, and I'm going to stir it up. Now I know a lot of people like to purify their water. They think that it keeps the hummingbird feeder cleaner or it's better for the hummingbirds, but I'm going to tell you something. The minute that hummingbird puts his beak into the feeder to drink, the water's already contaminated. So purifying it really isn't going to keep it pure the whole entire time it's in your feeder. Also, some people think that it dissolves the sugar faster. Well, sure, it'll dissolve the sugar faster, but then you have to wait 10 or 20 minutes for the water to cool down. So for me personally, I think that's kind of silly. I just use cold water, and honestly, the sugar doesn't take long to dissolve if you just stir it for a couple minutes. So actually the cold water for me, it's quicker, and that's just the way I always do it. See, that didn't take long. Now if this was boiled water, I'd still be waiting for this to cool off. This is all ready to go. Remember, 4 parts water and 1 part sugar. Put this on top, spin it. Oh yeah, and I have to put water in this little cup, so let's go hang it up. Isn't that just pretty? I'm so excited. I really love the way this looks. Now I'll just wait for the little hummingbirds to come and have a little party. Well, I hope you found this video fun and helpful. Thanks for watching.